You know the cliche that when the snowblower is needed, it doesn't start.
I'm not familiar with that cliche.
Well, like you, it's
Won't you enlighten me?
I feel like it's like the right, like you go to the you go to need a snowblower,
Right.
and you're like, yeah, it won't run because it's a small
So it never runs
when you need it.
when you need it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
I feel like it's a thing. I don't know. I've seen memes about it and things,
Okay.
but I don't have that problem.
Okay. So that did not happen to you.
No, because I have an electric Ego 2-stage
Of course you do.
snowblower that works every time.
Of course. Can you control it from your phone?
No, I cannot.
Oh,
The
wow.
mower you can. The
Wow.
mower you can. But yeah. So
Okay.
so
Well,
we
that's the
so,
next.
so we got like what? Like I don't know, how much did we actually get?
I don't know if you're a listener not on the East Coast, you don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, we got our first big snow in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
some
seems
sort
like
of
a foot, but probably
At
more.
least a foot.
Maybe 14, 15,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
They were calling for like 20 some maybe,
Oh, yeah.
but we didn't get that much.
No, I didn't think we would, but
But I think it was because some of it ended up being ice later,
yeah, it was a lot.
which makes it really dense to like move and
It's
shovel.
brutal to shovel. Yeah.
But again, using a snowblower, it's not as
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV / streaming, right?
Yes.
Because like who watches broadcast anymore? Anyway, this is
Our dad actually.
this podcast where we
Actually
discuss
does.
some of the latest streaming / broadcast shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Jared,
Yep.
are you the mighty podcaster or a giant yard sale?
I don't know. You tell me.
So my name's Josh, and this is my co-host Jared.
Josh, do you ride your horse into battle or does it ride you?
Yep.
There's some gold in these episodes. I think what will be good for our intros for all these.
Yeah. There's some crazy
Good.
lines.
Yeah, good lines. Yeah.
All right. So today we are discussing Night of the Seven Kingdoms, episode 2.
Yeah.
But before, we'll also then discuss what we've been watching. But before we do all that, a little bit of feedback.
Yes. So this is from various social media, YouTube, TikTok, recent stuff people mentioned. This is all seems to be all stuff related to A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Nice.
So we have just 4 of them. I'll go through real quick, and we can just talk to them as a whole because they're all pretty similar. So Koza says, I took the show meaning to how the original Game of Thrones show went. Started great with amazing episodes and well written, only to end up a pile of crap, just like how Dunk was taking one. And then Scorpio Stellium says,
So
this is also all these are very similar to
well,
that.
I was just like, so are they saying that him taking a crap on the theme of Game of Thrones is a symbolism on how the ending of Game of Thrones ended up?
I believe that's what they're saying. Yes,
All right.
I think so. So
Just take a dump on that final season.
yeah. So Scorpio Stellium says, I do love all the Game of Thrones series. I just wish they would not always do something to make us cringe in the first episode of each series. Which I disagree with that. I didn't cringe at the beginning of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon or this.
Yeah. Okay. But that's the cringe moment of him taking a dump.
Right.
What's the cringe moment in the
House of the Dragon?
well, either or the
Game of Thrones, it's you're seeing the incest at the very end.
Dude, yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming that's what they mean. I don't know what else would be in the pilot.
First episode, yeah. And then what's his name falls.
He pushed it. Yeah.
And then what's in the House of Dragon? I don't remember.
Probably seeing a very brutal birth.
Was that in the
But
first
that's
episode?
but that's not cringy to me. I mean, again, all this stuff isn't really. I don't know, but
Okay.
I don't know what else would be in that either.
Yeah.
But okay, 2 other comments. And thank you everyone for either writing or leave a comment.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. Leave more comments. We appreciate it.
If you'd
only if they're nice.
Only nice comments.
Yeah, only nice comments.
Yeah, obviously you can do that on TikTok,
Yes.
YouTube, short, whatever that we're putting out there. But then also you can email at feedback@screentimepod.com.
Yeah, and these I believe are from either our last YouTube video or TikTok recently. All right, so okay, I am here now. 6372. Good username. Says it was supposed to be important, yet here we are. Do the creators even understand their target audience? Do you think it's a Marvel movie, so let's just force bad humor in every situation? So
this person's not liking the kind of little bit of shift tone that they're going for here,
which I knew would be divisive, but I can agree somewhat to where like
I think that's a good.
It could get to that point,
I think
which
it's a
would
good
be
parallel.
concerning.
It's a good parallel. It is kind of going for that Marvel kind of humor mixed with the drama.
Yeah, but it's done well here. Like
It's
that
done well.
Marvel,
Done well in some of the Marvel movies and some
the old ones, but like we talk about like, which I'm assuming that's what they're talking about is like the
like
modern
the first Iron
Marvel.
Man. Like
Oh, it's great. No, this is more the more recent Marvel stuff. That's just like, it seems like they've gone even more into it, and it's like it's been bad.
Okay.
Which I think a lot of people will agree with. That's why I'm assuming that's what this person's thinking of.
But I like the Thunderbolts. I enjoyed the Thunderbolts, and that definitely leaned into the humor.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that was good. Some of that definitely had the modern Marvel writing. Because I know you liked it more than I did. Yeah, I didn't particularly. All right. Last one real quick is Isaac. I apologize if I butcher any of these usernames. I think it's Isaac Rosales 2330 says the pooping part, no thanks. So there you go.
All right. Well, there it is.
I mean, I knew that would be the moment in the show for sure that like you're either gonna love or hate.
Yeah.
All
right.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks to everyone for
and
writing in. Appreciate it.
continue to send it in. We'll discuss.
Yeah.
There was no pro pooping part.
No, not that I saw.
It was all anti pooping.
Yeah. But I mean, it seems like people are liking this show though. So
We'll see. I mean, I saw it had pretty decent numbers first episode, but that's everyone like saying, "Hey, Game of Thrones show."
yeah,
We'll see how it holds up over time.
I think next week will be good because that's halfway through. We'll see how people are feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into what we've been watching.
Yeah.
I've got too many things here.
I have a lot too, so I'm trying to decide
that's
how
good.
many
That's
to
good. Well, we
pick.
can do a rapid. We don't have to like go deep on any of these.
Well, I also have something that I wanted to mention about the Oscars as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
a good thing to talk about.
That's kind of like a half also.
I have a few other things I want to mention. But yeah, okay, let's get into it. Up top,
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to mention Industry Season 4.
Yeah.
Now 3 episodes out. Episode 2.
I heard it was amazing.
Yeah, Kit Harington. Oh my gosh. So good. But yeah, but all 3 of the episodes have been great. Yeah, it's
That's good.
It's hitting in all cylinders, I think. For I mean, if you like Industry, like this season's going
I
strong.
love this show. I just am behind.
So anyway, I just want to throw it out there because
I'm excited. It seems like it gets better as it goes. Well, I asked you like how the seasons rank, but do you think this is like the strongest it's been?
So far it's been really good. Like I would say
that's exciting.
I have to go back and rewatch it to really give it. But I remember really thinking season 2 was a step up even from season 1, and then I remember feel like season 3 was like had some good moments, but also had some smaller missteps and kind of wasn't as strong as season 2. But this is feeling like it has potential to be, just as strong as season 2. But anyway,
I agree so far because I'm only a few episodes into season 2, but yeah, it is better than season 1.
Cool.
I think so far. Cool. Yeah.
All right, what do you got? We'll go back and forth here.
Okay. First one is a new one. I don't know if you watched yet, The Beauty.
Oh, I did watch 2/3 of the first episode, but
that's okay. So that's pretty much all I watched.
I was going to hold off and talk about it when I'd seen a little bit more. So
yeah, but you at least checked it out.
Yeah.
So
some of it, yeah.
Okay. It's on Hulu. Mm-hmm. We mentioned already. This is like one of the reasons why we were looking forward to it. Is the great cast: Evan Peters, Rebecca Hall, and Ashton Kutcher. I don't think Ashton Kutcher's been anything in a while.
No, not that I've seen.
So, spoiler wise, I'm just going to talk about the opening scene. The opening scene of the show was awful. I thought. I don't know how you felt about it, and I thought it was done very poorly
with the model.
Yeah,
the runway model, and then the
like it. Yes, it just felt very badly done. Like not the scene. The scene itself, like it's because the show's an interesting premise.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a bad way to start it, and then I was kind of worried. And then like getting through the episode, I was like, this is not great, which sucks because I love the actors. I'm going to keep going still though, because I'm hoping it gets better. What'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was okay so far.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, yeah. You didn't
think it was bad at all? Just fine.
Just fine. Yeah. Like I'm giving, okay. I mean, again, that's why I wasn't going to talk about it today, because I feel like I needed to watch more to really give it a fair assessment.
Especially because there's like a lot of new stuff coming out. Like I still want to talk about stuff even if I've didn't watch much of it yet, just to mention that I at least check something out. I think what it is, 'cause I was trying to figure out why this show is like just not great to me. It seems like the tone of the show is trying to be like really serious and like prestige. I don't know if that, so far that's kind of what I kind of landed on. Still kind of not sure. But then it kind of ends up being more of a comedy because like it gets so ridiculous at times. Like that opening scene, I thought, like, even though it's supposed to be serious. And then like, I don't know, it just makes me almost laugh because I'm like, this is not, which sucks because I would like for it to be better. And even the commercials for it, like it seemed very serious show. And I don't know, so far it's not been that, but I will keep going with it. But so far I'm not great, but yeah. What else you got?
So speaking of, so even though I said I like to give something a little bit more, Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Oh, no. I can't believe you even checked this out. You're a brave person, Josh.
Young cadets trained to become Starfleet officers as they deal with friendships, rivalries, and romance, all while facing a mysterious threat to both the Academy and the Federation. Well, part of the reason I checked this out is because I was like, hey, maybe this is like the teen drama mixed with Star Trek, which is what it's trying to be.
Do you like any modern Star Trek? Because all these shows are so bad.
I've not watched any of the other ones.
Okay. So you have, okay.
So I had no preconceived.
Interesting. All right.
But you're not wrong. I could not make it through this whole pilot.
All the Star Trek shows are like this now.
The pilot episode, so bad.
Yeah.
This is so bad. The acting is so bad. The writing is so bad. I shouldn't say acting because
there's good actors
this has
in it. I know.
Holly Hunter and Paul Giamatti.
I know. I can't.
In this. And
they are both incredible actors.
Yeah.
I know. I don't get it.
It doesn't. Yeah. It's a
I can't
shame.
believe they agreed to do this.
It's a shame. Yeah. He has Stephen Colbert in here too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, stay clear of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, because unless you like to watch the train wreck. That's
yeah, I would broaden that and stay clear of all modern Star Trek, because it's all really bad.
Yeah,
and I checked them all out pretty much. I think all of them, just because. I mean, you and I both are way more into Star Wars than Star Trek, but
yeah, but always Next Generation and Deep Space Nine.
Those two for sure.
I always enjoyed watching.
They were the best.
They were good, and yeah.
And it was promising. The first like new Star Trek show was Discovery, and when that first started, like it was interesting and like really high production value and like done well. And actually, the start of that show, I was like, it was pretty good. And then from there, like just
it's the production value of this is horrible. It's definitely horrible.
Right.
And like I don't know, like, it looks like like the old Disney Channel shows. It's so bad. It's so bad in all levels. It's a shame.
I can't believe they're still going with it because they've done so much.
It's a shame.
Like new Star Trek, and I can't believe there's no way they're doing like great numbers on these shows.
What was the one that didn't they have one where even Patrick Stewart was back and some?
Yeah, they did a 2-season show called Picard.
Yeah, was that not good?
That was probably the best of all of them, but it still had some really bad parts to it.
All right, well,
yeah, which is just made me more mad. Because it's like the whole crew of that pretty much, I think, was back in it.
What a waste.
Yes.
All right.
It's like when there's bad Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like that really.
Like
The Acolyte.
The Acolyte.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
Which I can't believe we did that whole show. We covered that whole show.
Because it kept, it had moments. It had little moments, but it's so bad otherwise.
It did. Okay. This next one, I'm very curious if you ever watched this.
Okay.
But there's a new season that just came out. And this is going to surprise you, Josh, because you probably would never think I would watch this show.
Okay. All right.
Drops of God.
Okay.
On Apple.
I started watching the first season, fell off, not because it was bad, just kind of got, And so, then
the show's awesome.
When I saw season 2, I was like, oh, cool. But
just started.
But I never finished season 1, so I didn't watch any season 2.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, it's an interesting one for you to watch.
I know. I think it's sick. So, well, I'll say this is on Apple. It's about the synopsis. A woman discovers the world's greatest wine collection that's left by her estranged father and competes against his protege to claim her inheritance. Season 2 goes beyond that because that's kind of all of season 1.
Okay.
But so I won't really mention what happened in season 2 so far, but it is still a really good show. I think what I like about it is the show's just very unique and original, even though it's a very simple premise. And so like I remember I checked it out when it first came out, the show, and I just immediately was intrigued by it, even though I don't know anything about wine, but like it's just done really well and it makes you interested in it. And it also helps that like it's shot very beautifully. Like I remember the visuals were always a standout. And like really awesome locations and vistas. Like it seems like they're filming all over.
Yeah. No, I remember that from
Yeah, it's awesome. I will also say I think part of it is just like a fun and relaxing vibe to the show, even though obviously there's drama and tension that happens. But yeah, I always really liked it, so I was looking forward to season 2. And beyond all that, there's 3 different languages in the show, so you have to read subtitles, but it's still worth it because I don't really like reading subtitles, but I really like the show. I mean, it's in English at times, but it's mainly French and Japanese. So yeah, Drops of God it is still good. Season 2
on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Apple TV,
okay,
Hijack season 2.
Right.
2 years after flight KA-29's hijacking, Sam Nelson is thrust into another life-threatening ordeal, but this time it's personal.
This is a train this time, right?
Yes, it is a subway train. And yeah, it's interesting. I mean, honestly, the the first season was way better than it deserved to be because of the obviously the direction, the writing, and then of course Idris Elba as the lead. He's just fantastic to watch.
Yes.
And this one feels the same. It's just well written, well made, and then of course well acting, especially with him being the lead. And it's just compelling to watch, even though the concept is pretty generic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, season 2, at least 2 episodes are out. I've seen 2 episodes, and
okay.
Yeah, it's a good start to season 2.
Cool. So you're into it as much as season 1
so far. Yeah.
Nice.
Season 1 was good. So
yeah, I did not watch all of season 1 yet.
What you got over there? What another thing you got over there?
I have 2 more things, and then talk about the Oscar a little bit. Okay, perfect.
And then I have like a few other little news things.
All right, so this just came out last night, the time of recording.
Oh.
Memory of a Killer. You even heard of this?
Nope.
So, speaking of, I guess technically broadcast shows, I think this technically is one, so I don't really ever watch these shows. This just looked interesting to me. I don't remember where I saw it being advertised, but it's I believe his name is Patrick Dempsey from Grey's Anatomy. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the actor. Yep.
Yeah. So he's great. He's our main guy in this. Michael Imperioli's also in this from Sopranos. There's only 2 I recognize, but this is on Hulu. I believe it's, so I want to say it's technically a Fox show.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure though. But I want to check this out because it's I like these actors and it seemed interesting. So it's a synopsis is after carrying out a hit on his latest assigned target, Angelo begins to realize his mind may be failing him as his 2 completely separate lives are slowly crashing together. So that's all that really it's about. It's based on a Belgian film, which I looked up too, and looks really sick actually. I've never seen it, but so it's a cool premise, and I like these actors. And first episode came out, and actually the next episode's coming out the next night, which should technically be tonight. So we'll have 2 at least for this week, and then I believe it'll be weekly. But I thought it was actually pretty good, especially for a network show, because I don't really I like the Hitman thing. It's interesting, and I like
Hitman with dementia.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Which sounds kind of lame if you just call it that. But, and again, it might not get that good. Again, you never know with these kind of shows, broadcast shows. But I like it so far. And I think he does a really good job playing this kind of character. So
cool.
Yeah. So it's on Hulu. What else you got?
Ponies.
Oh yeah.
This is on Peacock.
Yeah.
In 1970s Moscow, 2 secretaries at the American embassy become CIA operatives after their husbands are both killed, uncovering a Cold War conspiracy behind the tragedy as Amelia Clark and Haley Lou Richardson as the 2 leads.
Persons of no interest.
Yes,
right? Is that what
that's what it stands for?
Yeah.
Persons of no interest.
Yeah.
Yes, is the Ponies. This show's great. Have you watched it?
No, but I saw. Just looking at the trailer, I love the way it's filmed.
Well, I was like, this is
because it feels very 70s, and it's in the 70s, isn't it?
It takes place in the 70s.
It's filmed very 70s.
It's filmed
I
like
love
that.
it.
This is right up your alley. I know. I'm surprised you haven't watched this.
Because it's 70s conspiracy thriller? Perfect. All right, yeah, I will check it out.
I don't know why you I was like...
I was going to watch it anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm glad it has that vibe.
I've seen 3 episodes. At least 2.
Okay.
3. Something
Is
like
it
that.
not? See, I thought it was more of just a comedy, so it's not that.
No. I mean, I would say the vibe's very similar our show here, this Seven Kingdoms, Night of the Seven Kingdoms,
Okay.
where it's like got a little hints of humor because
Okay.
you have this like the awkwardness of these two ladies who were not actually trained,
Right.
are kind of trying to, well, are been put into the positions of being agents, and so there's like just the things that they do that they shouldn't, or and their little dynamic between the two ladies, but that's, there's some humor in that, but in all in all, it's not a comedy straight up. Like,
Okay.
so it's definitely a drama with,
Maybe that's why I didn't check it out immediately, but I'm glad to hear you say that it's 70s conspiracy feel.
100%, yeah.
And you said it's filmed that way, because that's from what I saw. I was like, I love when stuff's filmed like that, and you said it has that feel.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah,
And the 70s time period feels accurate too, because that's another thing that I
yeah. But it's
Okay.
Moscow 70s,
right.
so
Okay.
it's a little hard to
Yeah.
to be like,
It's not 70s
not
in
something we're
US,
as familiar with. But
right. All right, I will definitely check it out.
cool.
So
Well,
you really liked it. 3
so far,
episodes, you
yeah,
said?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So far? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, what's your last thing you got over there?
Last thing, finally watched 28 years later since the Bone Temple just came out.
Yep.
Which is like
Side spinoff. Yeah.
it's a continuation, but like came out so quickly that I'm assuming they just filmed them back to back. Is that what happened?
Different
Different directors,
directors.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so yeah,
Yeah. But so that's why I finally watched
so technically different characters even, I think, right?
Well, it's one character at least. No, there's a few.
Okay.
I noticed in the trailer that's definitely in this film, but this is on Netflix right now.
Okay.
It's another reason why probably a lot of people are watching it. Great cast, obviously. Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jack O'Connell, Ralph Fiennes, which, by the way, that's one of the characters that's the Bone Temple centered around as well, and he crushes it in this role. He's the best, so I'm happy that he's kind of focused on in the new one as well. And I wanted to mention to you, because I heard about this when this film came out, and I looked into it more to see exactly what they did. Shot with iPhone 15 Pro Maxes with cinema lenses and adapters is what they said. So do you know what that means? So it is all shot with these phones, but then they're adding the lenses, and what do they mean by adapters?
Well, just
normally?
to adapt to make it fit. Like you got to put an
Okay.
adapter to even take that to like a normal cinema lens.
Gotcha. Okay. I remember seeing the rig. Like they
Yeah, the
definitely
rig.
have the motorized thing.
Yeah.
That's like it's housed in.
Well, that's.
I remember seeing
so,
behind the scenes about it.
Yeah, I don't. So did they shoot the whole film? I can't remember now.
Yeah,
So then
they did it
so
all
like
with the iPhones. Yeah.
right. So, but not the whole film shot with that rig. That
No.
rig's only for like certain scenes to get like the kind of bullet time effect
Yeah.
kind of stuff, right?
So that's another thing I want to say is very, very cool what they do with the movement of specifically every time a zombie is killed. They do this really cool effect. It's like bullet time, but very different.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen what I'm
no,
talking
because
about?
I did,
Okay.
they weren't showing any of it. You know, when I mean the stuff I was seeing was like right when the film came out.
Oh,
so
okay.
you were seeing behind the scenes, but you weren't seeing any of the actual effect.
Okay. Anyway, it's sick with all they do. Very, very original and unique camera work. It was awesome. And yeah, I mean, there's a reason why this film got a lot of hype. I mean, it was also a long time since the last one, but also it is that good. I think it's probably the best, in my opinion,
Oh, well,
of
okay.
those three, even though the original is like, I don't know. I do think this is very high up, and the new one looks sick. So anyway, it's on Netflix right now. So probably a lot of people, this will be the time that they'll check it out. So
All right. Cool.
So yeah, what's
So
your?
my last is Spartacus, House of Asher.
Oh, I forgot they. Yeah, they just
a
did this, yeah.
It's on Stars. This is in the world where he survives the events of Spartacus. Asher claws his way to power, owning the same ludus that once owned him. Allying with fierce gladiators, Asher ignites a new kind of spectacle that offends the elite.
So I'm trying to think, like, how does this relate to
I'm not
the original
because I'm not
show?
as familiar with the original show.
Me neither.
I only checked this out because I saw a recommendation, and this one is being helmed by Stephen S. DeKnight, who did the first season of Daredevil.
Oh, no, that's not who I'm thinking of. Okay.
So he's the showrunner on this, and so you remember how like the fight scenes were just like brutal in that, and that's what this like the fight scenes, and of course now it being on Stars and not have to be, I don't know.
Well, they could have done whatever on Netflix anyway.
But it was definitely like a Marvel didn't want them to be like really hard R violence. That's true. Even though I think they are still TVM on there, but this is definitely like, I mean, you see some ridiculous stuff.
Spartacus was always that way.
Yeah. So, but I watched a couple episodes because it was entertaining, and like the fights, some of the fight scenes are pretty ridiculous, and that was kind of why I was like, that was some of the best parts were the fights choreography stuff they did in the first season of Daredevil.
I remember the show. That's kind of what it was centered around, was that kind of stylized fighting. And it was like they were taking from like 300, right? It was like that kind of. Yep. So I'm assuming, is it still kind of?
Yeah, but
like
I think,
that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some crazy stuff.
Sick.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it was pretty good for if you want some crazy. I mean, it's not.
Stars is like.
It's not good otherwise. I mean, not to say bad, but it's just like, I mean, the plot's like whatever. And, and
is there
dialogue's whatever?
Is there how do you get Stars now? Like, is it with something else?
No, I pay for it.
It is a whole separate thing, just like it's always been? Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if it was like.
The only reason I have it is there's something else I wanted to watch on there, and it was like some thing I got, like where it's like a year for like $20.
Oh, okay.
Something stupid cheap. And so
I was gonna say, it doesn't seem like something you normally would pay for.
Not like if it was like a lot, but like it was so cheap. I was like, okay,
there's some good stuff on Stars. You just have to look, because
weed through some crap.
Kind of a lot of their main ones are not that great from what I know. But
all right.
Oh yeah, that Ella Purnell show. That's not Fallout. Was on there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I started watching it, because I had this, and I was like, oh,
yeah, and that seemed good.
Yeah, the one where she's like working at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right, so a little bit of news. I don't know. You wouldn't talk about the Oscar noms, I think, right? Before we do that, I just want to mention the trailer for All Mankind Season 5 dropped since we last recorded. And I just, again, want to bring this up because it's like 2 months away when this is coming out. This is a fantastic show for All Mankind. So there's 4 seasons to leading up to this. If you have not watched it, check it out. It is top notch, writing and stuff, and it's so good sci-fi. Especially like, and I hate it. I always say hate, but like, people say this about different things. You got to get a little time that first season. Yeah, it's a little slow start.
It is,
but man, like once they kind of get going, like
it's a very good alternate history show. If you're into alternate history,
the premise is alternate history. The premise is if Russia actually beat us to the moon.
Yes.
Of course, I guess there's people that believe we still haven't gone to the moon, but.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick directed it, right? That's the going theory. He did it before he died.
But then also what they do is every season jumps a decade.
Yeah.
So you start to see where things veer more and more away from what we are, and and not to spoil, but like they end up with a moon base and doing things like, and so it gets pretty crazy sci-fi as it kind of.
It does. By the way, that was a missed opportunity on their part to not have like Stanley Kubrick as a filmmaker in the show for something like
Yeah.
that would have just been funny. Anyway, but the alternate history stuff's really cool. Like I remember there being a part because you see a lot of stuff on the news, and I remember one of them was like about John Lennon like doing something because like where he originally would like got shot and died. Like it was like this time it was an attempt, and then he lived, and then he went on to do something else. Like anyway, like all that's just really cool what they come up with.
True. And then the other thing I want to mention was the Master of Universe teaser trailer.
Oh yeah, yes.
This
I know you're a huge. Well, I am too. But you and Micah were always huge
80s,
He-Man
in the 80s. Watched the
fans.
cartoon.
Yep.
Power of Grayskull.
Yes.
Just one of those things that had some of the toys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We say huge. Definitely. Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Were way over He-Man.
Well, I just remember like playing with whatever you guys had, and I remember those huge cards that were awesome, and like I just wouldn't know anything about it if it wasn't for you guys, and so like that got me into it. But I completely forgot this was happening as a movie.
I did too until the trailer dropped, and then this trailer actually has me excited for this movie.
Yeah, it could be good.
It reminds me a lot of the Dungeons and Dragons.
This is exactly what I thought of.
Which is it's campy enough, and it looks like it knows it's campy, and so I think if they can balance it like that movie did, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hope they do, because I remember the same thing with that. Even that trailer, I was like, oh, for Dungeons and Dragons, and then actually that movie was good. So I hope so. I think it's hilarious that Jared Leto is Skeletor.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. I think
it's so random. I mean, hey, if he can do it,
he looks.
Skeletor is very. You gotta do it right. He's one of the best characters. Who is? I was trying to pick them all out. Like, we didn't even really see Skeletor that much, did we?
No, they didn't show him that much.
But like, was She-Ra in there even?
No, they didn't show her.
Okay, because I was interested in who's playing her.
But she kind of came along later.
She did, but she has to be in it, right?
She had her own cartoon though later.
Right.
But like she wasn't. I don't think she was in like original like first season of He-Man. But
she was a big deal though, because I remember her.
I mean, it was a comic book before it was a cartoon.
Right. That's true.
Which I never read, so I'm not familiar with the original lore versus the 80s cartoon. So.
There's only like certain characters I really remember, and she was one of them. But well,
she's very memorable.
She is. She's very memorable. Maybe that's why I remember it from when I was growing up.
So what we were talking about, Lucas, the other day is like first crushes are always the cartoon characters and not even real people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe She-Ra was one of them, and I just didn't realize.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well,
is that coming out this year?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But speaking of movies,
yep.
I just wanted to mention the 10 Oscar-nominated films
for Best Picture.
For Best Picture, yeah. Specifically that, because I wanted to mention the 10 of them, and then just talk about how like some of the ones I haven't seen, like I'm going to go through and I'll talk about them soon, because I definitely want to watch them all. And I believe there's only one that's not out on VOD yet.
Okay.
So, first one, Begonia, which I am very happy that this is
It's great.
It's not going to win, but it is cool that, because we both love this movie.
Yep.
It's just cool that it's on here. Already seen that one. F1, surprising that this is also in there.
One of my favorite movies this past year.
It is, and I have not finished this film yet. I started it. I started it.
How do you stop in the middle of that movie?
I know. It was it's long, and I loved it. I don't know why. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Wow.
I don't remember why. Sometimes that just happens. Frankenstein, which I need to watch that.
Yep. I do too.
Yeah. Hamnet. This is the one that's not out on VOD yet.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, me too, but haven't. Marty Supreme, which I have seen, and this is coming out very soon on VOD, I want to say. So
not yet, but soon.
No, but this one will be soon, yeah. One Battle After Another, Still haven't seen that either.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that.
Which we will
We gotta
cover
cover
when
that,
we do.
'cause
I
we
know
got-
that's PTA. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta fill in the gap.
Yep. The Secret Agent, which is another one I just recently heard about, and it just came out on VOD. Seems very interesting. Speaking of the 70s, it's another 70s movie.
I don't know that I know what that movie is. Who's in it?
Wagner Moura is the only actor I recognize in it.
Mm.
Who you would know that is if you.
Yeah. But yeah, okay.
It looks interesting. Yeah. So that's on VOD. I get to watch that too. Sentimental Value, which is another big one that I heard a lot about. Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch Sinners? Because I still have not watched it either.
So I watched it. It was meant to, and then even got re-released around Halloween. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go see it in the theater. That'd be great. I was too busy.
And then last one, Train Dreams. Also have not seen this. This is also Netflix. You can see this. Yeah, this is a Netflix film. I also want to mention, so that's the 10. I don't know. Train Dreams. Yeah, you haven't heard of it?
I don't know that I know what that is.
It's got your dude.
My dude?
Yeah, he's your dude because you really liked him in Dark Matter, and I did not like him in Dark Matter.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's the main guy in this. I forget the other actors that are in this, but speaking of that, is that coming back this year too? I think it is.
Probably.
Anyway, so the only thing I wanted to mention was Sinners, like historically, got like the most noms. Did you see something about that for this? Like it got an insane amount. We'll see. Anyway, I just want to mention these 10. I've only seen 2 of the 10, but I definitely am going to start going through these. I don't know. Is this something you have thought about doing, or is it more just like some of these you want to check out?
Definitely want to check out some of them. Some of them were already ones I wanted to check out.
Okay.
But then, yeah. I don't know.
What do you think is going to win those 10? Who do you think will win?
I don't know. It's hard to know when 2 of them I wasn't even that familiar with, and then haven't seen some of them. So, I mean, F1 has it's the only one that's like a.
That'd be interesting. That one.
Well, I say it's the only one that's like a blockbuster movie.
I think just because it already has so many noms, probably Sinners.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Even though I haven't seen it, but I mean,
there's a good chance.
I have not heard anyone say like that movie sucks.
Yeah.
It's just all been like.
Surprised you don't, because it's like so music based, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Surprised you haven't watched it.
And it's Ludwig.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ludwig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Composing.
Yeah. Oh no, I definitely will. It's just one of those. It's just I don't know. Anyway, just quickly again: Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Bow After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams are the 10.
For the 10 nominations for Best Picture.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, when's that? It's like mid-February.
I don't know. Like when they do the award show?
Yeah.
I think you're right. It's either February or March. Yeah.
All right. Well, looking forward to see who wins.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, Episode 2, Hard Salt Beef.
Mm-hmm.
Dunk appeals to various lords in order to gain entrance into the tournament, but Egg advises him to hold on to his pride. When the Targaryens arrive at Ashford, Dunk seizes his moment with Prince Baelor. So what do you think of this episode?
I mean, just like the first episode, I really liked it. Like, I don't think it's really like any, I think they're just continue it in a very strong way. I didn't feel any like worse or better about this one. It just felt very similar to the first episode, and I was just really, really into it, just like the first one. What'd you think of it?
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's very consistent with the first one.
Yeah, it is. At least it was nice to see at least a little bit, like it was a little bit less setup. Whereas like the first one, there was so much setup to kind of feel. But then we got kind of a little bit. The world got a little bit bigger. With the Targaryen showing up, and then and then having and then we saw a little bit like a tournament there,
the joust,
at the start of the joust at the end.
That was sick.
Which was, well done, and it looked good. So, I think there were some, but we'll get into it. So
interesting to keep them short. Sorry, I just want to mention that this was even shorter than the first episode.
So a little over 30 minutes here.
Yeah.
So opening, we have a flashback, and Dunk is reflecting on Sir Arlen. And this is interesting because it's kind of a little bit more. They're doing the thing where they're showing something that's a little different than the way he's telling. He's kind of like giving it this, in where things are a lot more, I guess, more ideal, and then realistically what we're seeing is not for the night, right? Which I think
they sure show a lot of him. So that was is that something that's exaggerated or not? What do you think? The full frontal?
Because that was it's gotta be a prosthetic.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gotta be a prosthetic.
Anyway, that was funny.
I mean, if I was gonna I'd be like, yes, give me the prosthetic.
No, but also if you're telling someone this is something where you're like exaggerating this characteristic about this person.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like in these, what we're seeing visually is the truth,
right?
Versus what he's saying, which is like.
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting, which kind of sets up for later, where he kind of admits finally that maybe he wasn't the best knight, Sir Arlen. That comes through later, but so then we get him, and that's kind of mixed with it. Looks like he's been telling all these tales to different people to hopefully get someone to remember, so that they can vouch for him, so he can get onto the list. And then the Targaryens arrive, and he has a nice interaction with the King's Guard gentleman.
So I want to mention that we get a little bit more later also, but it's interesting that Egg leaves as soon as the Targaryens arrive, and goes away to where. So it's like he doesn't want the Targaryens to see him. And he mentions he mentions a lot about the Targaryens later. And even Dunk is like, how do you know all this? And so I just want to mention, is Egg's origins associated with the Targaryens somehow? Because he as soon as he sees the banner in particular, he's just like, hey, I'm going to go. I don't remember what he says, but he basically says
he's like, oh, should we go to the camp and check out, make sure no one's taking anything?
And then he does, but then it's even the way they're coming, because then Dunk goes up to them, and so obviously clearly Egg didn't want them to see him, or something happened. I don't know with them. That's just immediately what I thought of.
Interesting. I didn't even pick up on that, but now that you're saying it, it did come across a little bit like he just didn't want to be around them. So,
and he knows a lot about them too.
Yeah. Maybe there's a connection there.
Yeah.
This is and like I said, this kind of where the Targaryen showing up kind of gives a little bit, hey, we're opening this world now and these are right,
a
little bit more familiar houses. I mean, we did get a little Lannister stuff earlier, but
and we heard Baratheon, we heard but you're saying more, not just hearing the house names, but actually seeing characters, people from them. Yeah, I agree. Also, it's just interesting seeing the Targaryens at this time, because we just know so much more about them even from this time now because of House of the Dragon, which is also, where was that in relation to this show? Because this show, what did they say, 100 years
Yeah.
before Game of Thrones?
I think House of Dragons like 400, isn't it?
I thought it was around the same time.
No, it's not the same time.
Okay.
Because there's no dragons here at this time.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, still interesting getting kind of somewhat around that time at least. So, okay. So if we think of it that way, then so this is kind of an in-between timeline-wise. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically when there was no dragons. Because
Yep.
like the dragons finally come back. Basically.
Yes.
Season 1 of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So they've been gone for a while. And this is like in a time where they've just been gone and they're not around.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, seeing the Targaryens like kind of brings, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes, this is Game of Thrones. Because they're so critical to
Well, they are in general, even.
Game of Thrones and House
Yeah,
of
but
Dragons.
now I think we have so much more affinity for them because of literally a whole show dedicated to them as well. Yeah.
We get this moment with him talking to the King's Guard guy, and he's like, "Oh, I was, my family was just a crabbers," and like, it's interesting because then that comes back later, and it's like, oh yeah, well they own the whole fleet of like all the crabs or whatever. So
that was another big point in House of Dragon. Remember? Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. But then he sneaks in. This was kind of like
You didn't like this?
A little goofy, like
Okay.
how he ends up there.
Okay.
But anyway, then he ends up talking directly to Prince Baelor, and
Yeah.
and then he actually remembers him, remembers the night, his previous.
Yep.
And yeah, I just think it was a little far-fetched that how they were almost too nice. Like I feel like, I don't know, this world, like I feel like that happened in the other Game of Thrones, he would have been like beheaded right away.
Well, I mean, not many people have been nice to him so far anyway, which is realistic. But you're thinking they would just like, he wouldn't have been able to even get in there at all.
Yeah, because it's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, maybe
where was the Night Watch? Why were or not the
Yeah.
Night Watch, the King's Guard?
Maybe they'll go into that more in the future.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just the nature of the show. It's like a little less loose, a little more loose, not so. It's a little more. And this guy, like a kind of the thing, like he stumbles in. I mean, he ended up in what's his name's tent last episode, and they end up dancing and stuff. Like, I think it's just
but that one, you see people wander in and out of that all the time. So that's not really.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's like just nature of this guy. He just like awkwardly ends up places, and then
That's true.
And then he kind of just stumbles his way into things. This is, it's just the way of Sir Dunk.
Well, it seems like this character, like, is pretty important to the lore in general, and is like tied somewhat fate or destiny wise in general.
You talking about Sir Dunk, or you talking about
Dunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that has an aspect to it as well.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I just know he's very important to the Westeros apparently, and also these novellas are beloved, so I think this is a very beloved character. So I don't know, like, it seems very important, at least to a lot of people.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, Baelor remembers Sir whatever Arlen.
Yeah.
And he vouches then for Sir Dunk.
Mm-hmm.
And but then tells him to change the shield. Which
I love all this stuff with the shield.
Yeah.
Because I really like that we're getting more lore in, like, just in general of like Dunk's origins and his sigil in general. And like, I really like getting into this whole thing where he basically has to think what his sigil should be now anyway. because he's not like he's part of a house.
Right.
So like this is awesome. Like this is
Creating it.
This is gonna be very
So
interesting.
then he talks to the girl that he like has eyes for.
Well, one of them. I mean, he's just like he's like obsessed with any girl he sees, just like in the beginning. But no, you're right. They lingered on this girl more for sure.
Yeah, last episode, and then of course they have a commonality in that they're both huge, tall.
Egg says him really well.
Yes,
with the the way he talks to her.
Yes. So yeah, Egg helps out because he's Egg's a little bit more quick-witted.
He's fumbling,
and he's slow and awkward as it is, and then worse when he's in front of the lady. Then we get the
implication. I don't know if we talked about this last week, but the implication is he's a virgin, right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, the way he talks and acts,
But anyway, they settle on her painting him a new sigil on the shield. They come up with like an idea for sunset with a elm tree and then shooting star or something.
Yeah, it's sick.
So we'll see.
I'm trying to think.
Looks to be kind of curious. Looking forward to seeing it.
I would. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see it. But I'm wondering if one of the like posters or like images for the show, don't we see a shield on one of them?
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta look at him again and see, because I'm wondering if we've already seen that at all. But
maybe
I don't know.
Then he gets drug into a tug of war, roped into a tug of war
with our guy again,
Baratheon.
Yeah. Stops midway to just get a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Baratheon.
Yeah. This guy's great.
Yep. But it was also like, I think it was good to show like, he's stronger, but it wasn't like an instant, like,
no.
So that was good. But our first scene, or first thing to see him actually like use any force in any way.
Yeah.
Really haven't seen him do anything.
Yeah.
Then he talks to the armor guy. And I guess they negotiate a little bit, and then you see him selling one of the horses because that's how he can get the money for the armor.
Yeah. That was a sad scene because you could tell he really didn't want to do that.
Yep. Sweet food to the armor. But then the tournament begins.
Yes.
And this, so get some great action here.
Yeah, they do these kind of scenes so well.
Yeah, and it was really cool. But my question is, he started to space out a little bit when he was watching.
Yes.
What do you think that's implying?
Oh, I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but I assume he's just daydreaming that that's him in there.
Okay. Because like when he first started doing it, I was like, oh, is he getting kind of nervous? Because it kind of the way like he was kind of almost like, oh, can I do this? That's kind of the feel I was getting.
That's interesting. I mean, I didn't think that at all, but that's definitely possible.
But then at the very end, when they're back around the little campfire, and Egg's like asking him like, what's wrong? Because he's still like kind of in that. And then he says something about like, well, they'll see or something like, or I don't know. Like I can't remember the exact words, but like he says something about like,
yeah, I don't remember what he says.
So it kind of implies it's more about like, he's going to hurt some people.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's the line literally that ends the episode. Yeah. Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, so maybe he's just more like locking in and he's ready to...
He's either locking in or he has somewhat of a bloodlust. Or he's just really determined. Obviously he is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he was just really like picturing himself as one of these people jousting. I just want to say though, like that jousting scene is done so well. And obviously they've done it in Game of Thrones, but even more recently, I think the beginning of season 1 especially, like an incredible jousting scene. Like that's just like really you could feel like the impact of the hits and just the way they filmed it. And you could feel that here too. It was just
season 1 of
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, you said Game of Thrones.
Sorry.
And you said season 1.
Sorry, yeah, Game of Thrones they did as well for sure, but the one I'm thinking of specifically is
Well, this is like
House of the Dragon.
Also that the fact that there was like what 4 or 5 or different ones going on at the same time right next to each other was made it wild because it is where they would fall off the horse and end up on the other side, and then they were like almost getting trampled on, and it was pretty intense, pretty cool.
It is.
It's a great scene. It really got me excited to see what we're gonna see when we actually get Dunk fighting.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, and just to reiterate from last week, we're just talking about the show as show people.
Right. We
don't know anything about the books, and we don't want any book spoilers.
Yeah.
But besides that, feel free to comment or but it's it's just interesting every week to see how much they're going to do with this in 6 half-an-hour-ish episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like not much at all.
Yeah. I forgot that it was like the moment about the missing princes.
The missing prince.
Yeah. Princes.
Princes.
The Targaryen princes. They were missing. Remember, and then like he makes the awkward comment of like, well, I hope they're not dead.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the
right.
lady told him.
Yes, that's right.
But I don't know. Are they going to show up and be part of the tournament?
I mean, that has to come back some way. Yeah, that would. There's no way they would just throw that in. Yeah, I don't know.
Cool. Well, what did you think of episode 2 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Let us know. Leave a comment on the video or send us a DM, or you can also write in, email us at feedback@screentimepod.com and let us know. And if you don't, please subscribe in all the places: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yes.
Which all are some variation of Screen Time Pod. And if you like, you can follow each of us on Instagram. I'm Jay Youngbar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
And we will catch you guys next time.